Over the years, the search for human origins has led to amazing discoveries that have shaped our understanding of evolution. Among countless fossils, some are so significant that they've earned endearing nicknames and have gained a place in pop culture, like Lucy, whose discovery celebrates 50 years. Even though these findings are often just parts of skeletons, they've become iconic figures in the history of humankind. Here we highlight 5 incredible fossils that paved the way for key breakthroughs in anthropology, listed from the oldest to the most recent. Ardi, the dawn of human evolution. Discovered in 1994 by a team led by paleoanthropologist Tim White, the fossil Ardi is one of the oldest ever found, dating back 4.4 million years. This hominid was identified as Australopithecus ramidus, and its bones reveal an interesting trait. Ardi had adaptations for both walking on 2 feet and climbing trees. Her foot bones and pelvis suggest she could move in different ways, challenging the idea that bipedalism emerged due to a drier climate and life on the plains, where standing upright would make it easier to see and move. The fossil was found in a forested area, suggesting that early hominids developed bipedalism in wooded environments, not necessarily in the savannas as previously believed. Ardi brought a new perspective on the environments where humanity's first steps were taken. Ardi's discovery also challenged the traditional view that bipedalism emerged in response to changing climates and more open landscapes. Instead, Ardi suggests that bipedalism might have evolved in more closed, forested environments, like tropical rainforests. This indicates that early hominids were far more adaptable than once thought, able to adjust to different environments and modes of locomotion. Furthermore, this discovery opens new possibilities for studying the earliest steps in human evolution, helping to fill crucial gaps between primitive hominids and modern humans. Littlefoot, the treasure from the cradle of humankind. In a cave in South Africa known as the Cradle of Humankind, paleoanthropologist Ron Clark discovered in 1994 4-foot bones from an ancient species of Australopithecus, which he named Littlefoot. Just 3 years later, while examining another box of fossils, Clark found more bones of Littlefoot, leading him to believe that the complete skeleton could be in the cave. He was right. 15 years of excavation revealed the most complete Australopithecus skeleton ever found, dating back 3.67 million years. Littlefoot is a key piece in understanding the life and movements of ancient hominids. It is the most complete representative of its species and has provided precious clues about the physical characteristics and environment in which these early hominids lived. Littlefoot's skeleton also revealed that the hominids of its time had a complex and sophisticated bipedal posture. The exceptional preservation of its bones helped scientists better understand Australopithecus anatomy and motor skills, such as locomotion and social behaviors. The find in the cradle of humankind is crucial for mapping the transition from primitive hominids to more advanced forms of human life, representing a link between the earliest Australopithecines and the direct ancestors of modern humans. Lucy, the mother of humanity. Perhaps the world's most famous hominid fossil, Lucy was discovered in 1974 by Donald Johanson and Tom Gray in the Hadar Desert in Ethiopia. During the search, a fragment of an arm caught Johanson's attention, leading him to find more pieces. In the end, they had about 40% of Lucy's skeleton. In a celebration with colleagues inspired by the Beatles' song Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, the fossil was given its iconic name. Lucy, an Australopithecus afarensis from 3.2 million years ago, provided a groundbreaking insight. She already walked upright despite having a small brain. This discovery changed our understanding of human evolution, proving that upright posture developed before brain size increased. Lucy wasn't just a milestone in the discovery of bipedalism, but also in the understanding of human brain evolution. Her skeleton showed that upright walking was an adaptive feature that came before the increase in brain size. This suggested that early hominids had more complex cognitive abilities than previously thought, even before developing larger brains. Her discovery solidified the idea that bipedal behavior was crucial for the development of advanced cognitive skills in our ancestors. Taung Child, a mystery unearthed from the quarries. In 1924, workers in a quarry in Taung, South Africa, discovered a skull that was brought to paleoanthropologist Raymond Dart. Upon examining it, Dart realized it belonged to a very ancient hominid and identified the species as Australopithecus africanus. supporting Charles Darwin's theory that human origins were African. The fossil, known as the Taung Child, belonged to a child around 3 years old and dates back 2.8 million years. The Taung Child brought new light to the study of early hominids by showing that this species was already bipedal. In 1995, paleoanthropologists Lee Berger and Ron Clark proposed an intriguing theory. Claw marks under the eye sockets suggest the child was possibly killed by a large bird of prey. The presence of eggshells and small animal bones reinforced this hypothesis, offering a perspective on the dangers early hominids faced. The discovery of the Taung Child was a significant piece of evidence that early hominids were more sophisticated than modern primate species. The analysis of its skull also helped confirm that hominids from 2.8 million years ago had larger brains than other primates of their time, which might have been a key factor in their survival. The tragedy behind its death, possibly caused by a bird of prey, adds complexity to the relationships between predators and prey in the early stages of human evolution. Nutcracker Man, the powerful muncher. In 1959, Mary and Louis Leakey were excavating in the Olduvai Gorge in Tanzania when Mary found large teeth in a skull shattered into over 400 pieces. After careful reconstruction, the skull revealed a heavy jaw, large teeth, and a sagittal crest, a bony ridge at the top of the skull that helps anchor chewing muscles, a trait also seen in modern gorillas. Named Zinjanthropus boisei, or Zinj, but nicknamed Nutcracker Man by the press for its powerful jaw, the fossil is about 1.75 million years old. Later studies classified it as Paranthropus boisei, a branch of the hominid family tree that didn't directly lead to Homo sapiens, but represented a unique type of adaptation. The Nutcracker Man is evidence of how different hominid species adapted to specific diets and environmental challenges. Its powerful jaw and large teeth indicate that it was specialized in eating tough foods like nuts and roots, a behavior that might have been an adaptation to the climate and vegetation of the region. Studying its physical and dental traits allowed scientists to better understand differences in the diets and lifestyles of hominids, revealing an incredible diversity within human evolution. These fossils aren't just ancient bones. They're key pieces in the puzzle of where we come from. Each one gives us a deeper look into our past and helps us understand who we really are. The story of humanity? It's still being written and dug up.